Sydney airport, Border Force officers have some concerns about two women arriving from China. They claim they barely know each other, but documents found in their luggage indicate this may not be the case.
At the moment, they said they met on the aeroplane, but I'd say they've known each other for a while because they've both got the same documents in their bag. Exactly the same booking company has booked their hotels, and they say they met on the plane.
One of the documents they have located in both women's suitcases is an identical travel itinerary, complete with the same spelling mistakes.
So the Kayama natural blowing, would that be the Kayama blowhole by chance?
Other items located in this woman's handbag raise officers' suspicions.
She's got a bag of photos, passport photos.
Yep.
All different hairstyles. So that's a wig. That could be the hairstyle now. So she's changing her look.
Appearance.
Yeah.
Everything is indicating these women may be here for more than a holiday, as they claim. And the mystery deepens further as this passenger's mobile keeps getting calls from an Australian number.
Just rang. Yeah.
Both women claim they know no one in Australia, so Officer Lee does some investigating.
So the number that he's been trying to ring the passenger is linked to a hairdressing beauty salon, but the actual company is registered as a brothel in Western Sydney.
Both women will now be taken for further questioning as officers try to work out how well they really know each other and what their intentions are.
There were some concerns raised at the back of hall, so we need to take them in the room and find out why they are really here for.
Border Force officers suspect the women know each other and they may have travelled here for more than just a holiday.
Are you traveling with anyone?
我自己来的。
I travel by myself.
What is the purpose of your trip to Australia?
过来旅游。
I come here for my holiday.
What will you do on your holiday?
就是那个铁台呀，然后
I have an itinerary.
Who prepared that itinerary?
我自己定的呀。
I made itinerary by myself.
Since this plan was prepared by you, can you tell me what's in your plan?
我那个旅程表嘛，我因为我这个东西记住了，然后
She cannot remember the place of interest she's going to visit until she can see the travel plan.
The woman is unaware that officers have found an identical itinerary in the other passenger's bag, and Officer Rakesh confronts her with this information.
Miss Lin, this plan, the itinerary, was not planned by you. It's very clear now, because this is not the first time I've seen this itinerary. This is not planned by you.
没有没有。
She says that she makes the plan by herself.
Miss Lin is sticking to her story. However, the passenger in the other room now makes a sudden change to her story.
So the other passenger has admitted that they are travelling together. So that counts as the claim that your Pax is telling you that she's travelling alone.
Yeah, well, she's denying it.
Okay.
With the women's stories now conflicting, officers do a little digging and they uncover further evidence revealing the truth.
Now, we've just obtained the boarding pass from the second passenger, which confirms that they actually were seated side by side. Okay, also the sequence numbers of the boarding passes indicate that they were processed or checked in concurrently. So if they claim that they're travelling independently, it isn't actually plausible when you consider that they were both ticketed by the same agent, ticketed on the same day, visa granted on the same day, seated next to each other, presenting evidence of the same travel plans.
Miss Lin, your travel itinerary here has the same mistakes, spelling mistakes, as the other passenger who are we talking to in the other room. So how can that be possible, Miss Lin? That your unique travel plan is shared by someone else with exactly same spelling errors?
比如说我跟你说，我是在别的地方打印的这个东西。
I don't know how this happened. I went somewhere else to print this an itinerary. Maybe she was there as well. I don't know how she got the same copies. I don't know.
This person was sitting beside you on the plane. You told me you came to Australia alone. The other passenger has already told you brought her to Australia.
我带她过来。
I don't even know her. How can I bring her here?
Border Force officers have issued this passenger, Ms. Lin, with a notice of intention to consider cancelling her visa, as evidence indicates she is travelling to Australia for purposes other than a holiday.
The visa was applied together. The itinerary and the plans are together. The booking for the flights were made together, and they were sitting together. This all cannot be a coincidence.
Officer Rakesh will now give her a final opportunity to plead her case.
Okay, Miss Lin, it's your chance now to respond to my concerns.
就是我过来这边，
Came to Australia because I have a holiday. I don't have any other purpose of this trip.
Is that your response?
It's clear the passenger has no intention of clarifying any of the concerns raised by officers.
I don't think with this one we're going to get the full story of exactly what's going on. Your passenger's seeming to be staying more to her story, but her story's not making sense.
Officers must determine if the woman is here as a genuine visitor, and based on the evidence, a final decision is made.
Miss Lin, after weighing up all the information available to me, I'm satisfied the grounds for cancelling the visa outweigh the reasons for not cancelling. Therefore, I've decided to cancel the visa.
As her visa is cancelled, the reality of her situation finally sinks in.
As your visa has been cancelled, you may be refused immigration clearance. You may also be detained and removed from Australia as an unlawful non-citizen under Section 189 of the Migration Act 1958. Basically, she doesn't look like she was here for the purpose for which the visa was granted, and it's our job at the border here to detect and take action and prevent people coming to Australia for the purposes other than for which the visa was granted for.